led by Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of Chapman Elementary, Alan Gian, Ava Tamanda, and Brinley Bruckner. Good morning, families, and welcome to 5th grade recognition. My name is Mrs. Harrell, and I'm honored to be the principal here at Chapman Elementary. This is a time to recognize our 5th grade students and celebrate them as they close this chapter in their school career, transitioning from elementary school to the start of their next chapter at Strongsville Middle School. I would like to thank each of you for the guidance and support, love and encouragement that you've provided our students with these last 6 years. I'm sure it feels like just yesterday when we were snapping those first day of kindergarten pictures, and here we are today, recognizing the accomplishments of these young men and women who have grown and blossomed in what feels like the blink of an eye. I would also like to thank our Chapman staff, PTA, and families for all they've done over the years to make elementary school memorable for our students. Thank you to our PTA and Recognition Planning Committee for all you have done to make today and this week so special. Our volunteers came together to collect pictures, order t-shirts, publish a memory book, create certificates, organize yard signs, help with recognition practice, and decorate for today's event, and so much more. These details only come together with the many hours and preparation, so please join me in thanking them for all they've done to make recognition so special for our students. I would also like to thank our Chapman staff who have supported our students throughout their time here at Chapman Elementary. A big and special thank you to our 5th grade teachers, Mrs. Janicek and Miss Wilson, and the staff. Go ahead. And the staff who have also supported our 5th grade class. Mr. Beal, Ms. Krinos, Ms. Kosick, Ms. Logan, Mrs. Murphy, Ms. Mayer, and our encore teachers, Mr. Lewandowski, Mrs. Lack, and Mrs. Strong. At this time, Mrs. Strong, our music teacher, will lead our 5th grade students as they perform High Hopes by Panic at the Disco. At this time, it is a pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker for this morning, Officer Aaron Plutt. Officer Plutt is our DARE police officer, and he serves our community as part of the Strongsville Police Department. Please join me in welcoming Officer Plutt. All right, it is all yours.
Morning, everybody. Aaron's families and kids, Sophia, and Logan. I still not forgotten that I forgot to give him the t-shirt we passed several months. Logan's family, raise your hand, please, for your presence. Just a heads up, we have not told you already, I neglected, and I will say that honestly, neglected to give him the t-shirt that he's owed right now. And I promise, I was address already, I'm going to deliver that at some point this week, not early next week, so I do apologize. Logan, I owe you on that one, buddy. But anyways, first off, I just want to start by reintroducing myself. I am Officer Aaron Plutt of the Strongsville Police Department. Known to the kids, Officer Aaron, I am the DARE officer for the department. And for those kids who don't know what DARE is, DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education, and is a program that allows music police officers to come to a classroom and talk to kids about the dangerous things out there, things like drugs and alcohol, but also to talk about the importance of decision making. Trying your best to always make the best possible decision when you're facing a tough situation. Again, that can be linked to drugs and alcohol, but also things like bullying, peer pressure, and any other type of thing you can think of that kids have to deal with these days. If I were to tell you guys, 12 years ago now, if somebody told me I was going to be a DARE officer, I'd probably not believe it. This was not something that was on my radar. I want to direct this to the families first. This is not on my radar because of the department. It was not. It was something that kind of happened. And I do believe that things happen for a reason. I believe I'm here exactly where I need to be right now. And exactly where I want to be with kids. Now, I take my job very seriously. I love it. I have the best job in the department. And I want to say thank you to everybody here first off. To you guys in the audience here, the families, as well as the staff here for being so accepting of me in schools and welcoming me to give me the opportunity to have the best job in the world. So. To you guys, I want to say thank you. Kids, could you please join me in applauding your parents and your teachers here? Seriously, best job in the department. I know I don't have a canine. I know kids only like city canine, but best job in the department. I think that's you families for letting me. I'll give you this opportunity. So, for the past 5 years, guys, I've been doing this, and it has been a very unique experience and very humbling. Having been working as a police officer for a number of years at that point, being put in your classroom was very much an intimidating experience. And I will be honest, on the first day of every school year, I am still very intimidated when I see these faces staring at me in the classroom. All you guys, Frankie, Aiden, Tom's, all you guys are just very intimidating for kids. Now, after the first couple of years, I thought I had an idea of what to expect. I thought I knew what was going on. I thought I had it figured out. Start the school year off, new faces, getting to know everybody. You're trying to kind of gauge what every class is like, what every kid is like, trying to get that idea of things. And usually by the first month, I think I had it figured out. However, I will say that every year, it's happened truly every year at every school, the kids have been surprised me a little bit. I see genuine acts of maturity, compassion, generosity out of the kids, and something that impresses me every time. And I just want to give a shout out to you guys who do a great job of these kids, raising them, because they are very fun to be with. And Sophia here is doing the business up here in the front row already. Now, again, great group of kids. I'm very happy to be here, very proud. As I said, this is not where I expected to be. It was definitely a learning experience. It has given me the general idea of what the teachers here are doing on a regular basis. And again, I'm very, very impressed. But that's worth all of you guys here. And I want to make sure you guys have all the recognition you guys deserve too. Now, as for the kids here, truly, I hope you guys have enjoyed your time with me. Hopefully, you guys are able to get something out of my visits. And hopefully, you guys are feeling comfortable about going to the middle school next year. At the very, very least, I'm hoping you guys enjoyed your candy and toys and you got periodicals throughout the year as well. All right, good. And t-shirts. Logan, sorry. Now, on a serious note for you kids, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the middle school next year. You guys are going to be starting a new chapter in your lives. You're going to a great school with great teachers, great principals, and honestly, a lot of great kids there. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to try new things, make new friends, and really truly grow as a person. You got a lot of opportunities. However, there are also going to be a lot of obstacles there. Some of the stuff we talked about the school year. I want you to remember what we talked about. Remember the importance of making that best possible choice for your best possible self. And that being said, I'm going to go over the story here if I could. Guys, when I was a kid, throughout the year, people ask me, a lot of you kids have asked me why I want to be a police officer, why I became a police officer. Some of you guys may remember, I might mention some of you guys individually that my dad was a police officer, my grandpa was a police officer too, and I always wanted to be just like them. As a little kid, maybe a little smaller than you guys, I always told myself I wanted to be a hero. All right? I wanted to be a hero, and I told myself as a kid that in order to be a hero, you have to be a police officer, you have to be a firefighter, you have to be a soldier or something like that. So I told myself that heroes do things like that. They are catching bad guys, and they're putting out burning houses, and they're burning buildings. They're saving people. That's what I thought a hero was. Now, obviously, a police officer would be a hero, a firefighter would be a hero, a soldier most definitely would be a hero too. But as a kid, I thought to myself, how can I do anything heroic? How can I, as a kid, ever make a difference? And so I grew up. I went through elementary school, I went through middle school, high school, college, and of course a number of years as a police officer. And I, over time, realized what a hero really is. A hero is somebody who always makes the best possible choice. Somebody who always does the right thing, even if it's not the easy thing to do. Doing the right thing, even when it's not easy. Now, next year, when you guys are starting middle school, you're going to be faced with different situations. Kids around you might not always be making the best choices. You might see things like bullying. You might experience peer pressure. You might see a new student say they want to punch. Now, you guys have the place, you guys have the ability to be a real hero at that school. By standing up for a friend. By speaking out against things like bullying. By reporting that stuff when you see it. And again, when you see that kid having a hard day, just sitting there by himself, by being accepting of that person, by inviting them to sit with you. Those things right there, guys, can not only make you guys a hero, it will make your school a better place next year. And I want you guys to remember, it is going to be your school. And it is what you guys make it. That's why it's going to be able to be your school. So again, guys, just my final advice I can give you guys next year, be a hero, do the right thing, be there for your friends, be there for each other. And I just want to wish you guys all the best of luck next year. Please get very proud. And also, one of you guys, who was it, already asked me a little bit ago, will I be there at the middle school? Absolutely. You guys will have to get rid of me. You guys will see me around pretty often. And I hope to see you guys come up here, give me a high five, or at the very least come up and beg me for candy or stickers or something like that. Because again, I feel really bad at kids. But again, guys, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. And again, everybody please join me in applauding the students.
At this time, our fifth grade students will be presented with a recognition certificate. This is a great opportunity to snap some pictures. Please note that they will be called in their processional order, not alphabetical order, and you have that insert in your program.
Okay, I have been blessed with the job of getting to say everyone's name. I worked really hard, so if I mess it up, please forgive me, I'm sorry. I don't want to mispronounce anybody's name. We are going to call them one at a time, but there's a little delay between. So if you are that family, go ahead and stand up, take a picture, whatever. It's a good Kodak moment. All right, here we go. Nora Diamato. If you could hold your applause, I agree, they're amazing. I want to clap every kid, but we're going to be here till noon. So if you could just, we'll try to go bigger this way. All right, Liam Carrero. Mia Contreras. Brooklyn Campbell. Bryce Clayton. Grayson Breckner. Gianna Bukovina. Sarah Jean Amen. Anastasia Vasilchich. Dominic Anthony. Naeem Owaya. Aiden Amanfo. Sophia Appleby. Yasmin Awan. Max Jian. Luciana Incabaya. Madeline Howard. Jade Ely. Lucas Hart. Rosalind Hayden. Cam Gardner. Gabino Harris. Luke Fogg. Markella Elgendi. Hudson Fisher. Logan Dixon. Benjamin Davis. Prisha Sharma. Wasim Sabia. Dave Sabia. Paige Profile. Noah Andrews. Hannah Powers. Adele Melichi. Carter Parks. Nathan Matlack. Hayden Murray. Evelyn Larson. Soraya Lace. Frankie Kelly. Brayden Kubler. Airy Waywell. Julius Zladanoff. Avery Warvell. Emmett Wolf. Samantha Bolton. Abby Turchinek. Jonathan Opie. Addie Tamanda. Dimitro Tomashek. Maria Teravici. Timothy Stambulski. Hamza Suleiman. Suha Sabaya. And that's all of our amazing fifth grade.
I hope that you enjoy our next song. Mrs. Strong will lead students as they perform Count on Me by Bruno Mars.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll stand around to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you.
me in thanking Mrs. Strong for the time that she spent preparing our students to perform today's song. All right, fifth grade students, this is for you. This is one of my favorite stories, and as you think about your time here at Chapman and transitioning to the middle school, I would like to leave you with this, the Starfish story. Once upon a time, there was an old man who used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking on the beach every morning before he began his work. Early one morning, he was walking along the shore after a big storm had passed and found the vast beach littered with the starfish as far as the eye could see, both directions. Off in the distance, the old man noticed a small boy approaching. As the boy walked, he paused every so often as he grew closer. The man could see that he was occasionally bending down to pick up an object and throw it into the sea. The boy came closer, still, and the man called out, "Good morning. May I ask what you're doing?" The young boy paused, he looked up and he replied, "Throwing the starfish into the ocean. The tide has washed them up onto the beach, and they can't return to the sea by themselves," the youth replied. "When the sun gets high, they will die unless I throw them back into the water." The old man replied, "But there must be tens of thousands of starfish on the beach. I'm afraid you won't really be able to make much of a difference." The boy bent down, picked up yet another starfish, and threw it as far as he could into the ocean. Then he turned, he smiled, and he said, "It made a difference for just that one." I share this with you today to remind you that you can make a difference. Your choices and actions have an impact. As you start your time at SMS, remember that your kindness matters and that your actions can create a positive change, not within just our school, but within our community and beyond. At this In Chapman tradition, at this time, we have our video presentation of our fifth grade students reading their favorite Chapman memory. It'll take us just a moment to have the projector set up and we will be dimming the lights.
My favorite Chapman memory is when Kona Ice came to our school and we got a lot of Kona Ice and it was the best.
My favorite Chapman memory was probably a field day in 4th grade.
My favorite Chapman memory was the field trips.
My favorite Chapman memory was when the Kona Ice truck came. That was fun.
My favorite Chapman memory is when I got on the bus.
My favorite Chapman memory is when we got popsicles at the end of field day and when the Kona Ice truck came.
My favorite Chapman memory is when we went on a field trip to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
My favorite Chapman memory is probably when I first came into 3rd grade and I met my first best friend.
My favorite Chapman memory is probably when we had holiday parties every year.
My favorite Chapman memory is probably when I met all of my best friends because I couldn't have made it through these years without them.
My favorite Chapman memory is when we went to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because it was fun and, well, that's the only thing I remember.
My favorite Chapman memory is when we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because it was cool learning about the music artists.
My favorite Chapman memory is playing basketball at recess whenever I could, having fun.
My favorite Chapman memory is when Miss Janice came back. It was really fun.
My favorite Chapman memory is coming to the school in 1st grade, making new friends, and meeting all the teachers that are very nice.
My favorite Chapman memory is the Wax Museum.
My favorite Chapman memory was the first time I came to school here.
My favorite Chapman memory is when we had the lower playground. Too bad that lower playground was knocked down.
My favorite Chapman memory is recess because we won't have recess in middle school.
My favorite Chapman memory is probably my first school dance.
My favorite Chapman memory is the Halloween Dare Dance.
My favorite this year is the Global Hall of Fame because Taylor Swift outfit.
My favorite Chapman memories is having recess.
My favorite Chapman memory is going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
My favorite Chapman memory is the Halloween Dare Dance.
I think my favorite Chapman memory is the 3rd grade Christmas party because it was pretty fun.
My favorite Chapman memory was leaving 3rd grade and making friends. My favorite Chapman memory was all of my friends and family that I've had.
My favorite Chapman memory is when Miss Janicek came back.
My favorite Chapman memory is when we got cone eyes in 4th grade. My favorite Chapman memory is the first dare dance and Mrs. Janicek coming back.
My favorite Chapman memory was the first dare dance.
My favorite Chapman memory was the first dare dance.
My favorite Chapman memory is when I was in 2nd grade. I pied Mr. B in the face and he would mess with me all year long.
My favorite Chapman memory was in 3rd grade when Miss Tabar, my teacher, clogged the slide with us at extra recess.
My favorite Chapman memory is the friends I've made.
My favorite Chapman memory is the students and the teachers I'll remember forever.
My favorite Chapman memory is in 4th grade, I silly stringed Miss Nosen and she said she would get me back, but she never did.
My favorite Chapman memory is orchestra.
My favorite Chapman memory is when I met all my friends.
My favorite Chapman memory is when I was a model Mustang in 4th grade.
My favorite Chapman memory is meeting my best friends and meeting my kindergarten buddies.
My favorite Chapman memory is when my teacher, Miss Janicek, came from her maternity break.
My favorite Chapman memory is having my first orchestra concert and playing a solo on the violin.
My favorite Chapman memory was when I joined the band and played saxophone. My favorite 5th grade memory is when we would go on field trips and all the 5th grade just really excited and they're dancing in the bus and they're all singing. My favorite Chapman memory is probably in 3rd grade when I met my best friend Isla.
My favorite 5th grade memory is the dare dance when we were all jumping around and dancing.
My favorite Chapman memory is when it was the last day of 3rd grade and me and my friends gave Miss Tabor a big group hug because she was leaving to become an assistant principal teacher.
My favorite Chapman memory is my very first field day.
My favorite Chapman memory is my nice teachers.
My favorite Chapman memory is when Miss Janicek came back.
My favorite 5th grade memory is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
My favorite Chapman memory is drawing and hanging out with my friends.
My favorite memory is how I had a role because of all these people and also seeing all the field trips and having the teachers I did. I even got to know people better than ever. Thank you, Miss Janicek, and everyone I met. You changed my life.
I hope you enjoyed their memories. Although today comes with many emotions, let this be a time that we celebrate our 5th graders and wish them all the best as they embark upon this next chapter in their lives. 5th grade students, I hope that you always look back on your elementary years with fond memories. It's been a joy watching you grow into the amazing young men and women that you are today. Always remember that you can reach any goal that you set and that you have the grit and resilience that will get you through all that awaits. We're so proud of you. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2032.